Hey, Zebracop here. I'd just like to say this video will be a little bit different to what I usually post. It's gonna be like more of a rant. So grab a packet of popcorn, some tea maybe, I don't know, and well, enjoy. It's the middle of 2022, and a small Roblox developer called Fresh French Fries is working on a fighting game with a 2D, 3D-ish style. But he got bored with updating that poopy bad game, so he decided he was gonna start a side project. On August 4th, 2022, development of Saitama game started. It had a base plate with a brick wall on it to test the in-game destruction physics. So basically they just took a screenshot of Australia and turned it into a map. At the time, Saitama, obviously, was the only character in the game. He only had 3 moves, which were normal punch, consecutive punches, and backhand. Wait, backhand? Okay, apparently normal shove was called backhand at first. That's almost as weird as the fact that there was no dashing in the game. Well, anyways, the game eventually went public on the 22nd of January 2023. And holy sh**, the game grew so much that your weird uncle that you barely know can't even say, "You've grown so much" anymore. Upon the game's release, Saitama's base moveset was finally done, giving him the normal uppercut and death counter we know today. And with the release of Garo. A little into the game's release, it got a new map with actual walls, because before you could literally just be punched off the map into like the back rooms or something, I don't know. But you're probably wondering, hey, why'd the music fade out and why did the screen fade to black? I mean, what happened? Something terrible happened. Something that would change the game forever. Everyone logged on one day to play their favorite game, Saitama Battlegrounds. But they couldn't find it. No matter how hard they searched, they just couldn't find it. The game was on a roll, and it had just abruptly stopped, and everyone wondered why. But there's still a huge chunk of this video left, so let me tell you what was going on. After a bunch of digging, people eventually found out that Saitama Battlegrounds was put under review because they broke the Roblox TOS. Apparently they were actually using the music from the One Punch Man soundtrack, which, if you didn't know, is heavily copyrighted. The community was sent into a frenzy. No one knew whether the game was gonna return or not, and Roblox would have absolutely shit on another good game. It had been a week at this point, and everyone, I guess, had moved on. They found a new game to enjoy, a new meaning to life, maybe, who knows. But then, on March 4th, the mourning would finally stop. The game had finally returned, and this time, it was to stay. Garo had new music and a new aura, and the game's name was changed to the strongest battlegrounds we know today. Since Garo was done, and Saitama had 3 of his 4 moves, Genos was set into full production. And when he finally released, the game sucked. Because when you would join, it would look a little something like this. Oh, he ran away. Oh no, he's gonna incinerate. Ugh. Man, well that's stupid. Sonic at this point was in development, and he wasn't really hyped up that much because, you know, sucks. But when he released, the game actually spiked in popularity.
But, didn't you just say Sonic was bad? I mean, like, what the...
Shut up! Guess I'll deal with you myself. That's right. Throw Sonic in the trash.
Know your fucking place, trash!
By August 28th, 2023, the game reached 1 billion visits, and was seen as the fastest growing Roblox game ever. And only 2 months later, it hit 2 billion visits. Everyone was truly astonished with its growth rate, to the point where it even got to participate in the Roblox Hunt, or, in Valve terms, man versus machine. No one could do anything to stop the game. No one could catch up. No one could mimic the game's movement and uniqueness. The game was unstoppable. The only game that had ever come close was Jujutsu Shenanigans, but the game wasn't taken seriously, hence its name, so it never really caught up. And the Strongest Battlegrounds truly lived up to its name. It was the strongest battleground game ever. It had been a while since TSB's last update. Tatsumaki was in development, and popularity heavily slowed down since the Hunt. A lot of players dedicated themselves and honed their skills for the game, so they become the man with no enemies, because they have no enemies left to fight them. Everyone wanted something different, a change of pace, you know? Well, they found exactly that, because in reality, all it really needed was one single search. Ultimate Battlegrounds had released on December 14th, 2022, and it grew insanely fast. It had the same movement, it had the same fun, and don't even get me started on those animations. Everyone loved the game. It was the exact change of pace everyone wanted, and the fact that it wasn't focused on a certain anime made it even better. Flowers must have noticed this, because then he dropped the build mode update, which was somehow, I think, one of the worst mistakes you could have ever done. But then Ultimate Battlegrounds bounced it back by making Nanami free and releasing an early version of Private Server Plus. But it truly became a tennis match when Strongest Battlegrounds released Tatsumaki's passive and gave her every ultimate move she needed. Now, the community has kind of formed a mini competition between these two games. And while yes, the Strongest Battlegrounds is winning because they got a huge head start, Ultimate Battlegrounds may actually catch up. And I know some guy with this achievement is gonna be like,
"You fat, bald bastard, you piece of subhuman trash! 2,000 years of constant human evolution to create a hairless
but hey, screw him, cause honestly, you should have died at birth. I've yapped enough. UBG is still a very early game, so please don't harass me for not talking about it enough. But anyway, I've delayed this question long enough, and I know you've been waiting for it. Which is better? Between the two, I'd say the movement goes to UBG. If you have low ping and TSB, you're gonna teleport around more than an Enderman. but the quality and animations do go to TSB. UBG doesn't really have those huge attacks that TSB has, so that's mostly why. For art, I'm gonna call it a tie because they look surprisingly similar, weirdly enough. And finally, if I had to choose which one was better, I would say neither. But wait. Haven't I been hyping it up? Poking and prodding at which one I thought was better throughout this whole video? So why would I say neither instead of making the choice? Well, the reason is because they are both equally amazing games. The style is great, and it's very fluid. And the animations are great. I would probably play UBG when I just want to change of pace, and probably because I want to play Nanami as a character, because he's a really cool character. And I would play TSB when I want to experience something I've stuck with for a while. And also so I can escape Rod. This isn't even my goddamn script. Rod is such a stupid goddamn move. It auto-aims, it has another variant which is stupid, and the cooldown is dumb. The only good thing about Rod is that it's blockable. It's so f***ing stupid! Okay, I will admit that got a little bit, uncontrollable and out of hand. But anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe, because it's free and it helps me grow. But on that note, I'm a dip. See ya.